Hello, welcome back to another video, and if you're new, welcome. If you're not, and you've seen some of my existing videos, welcome back. Today, doing a tier list. I don't normally do these, and my last one was a SpongeBob ranking all 17 seasons. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. It's pretty good. It's my latest video after this. This isn't my 50th subscriber special, as I had posted it on my posts in my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure I posted that, but there is going to be a video, and that video will be ranking every single SpongeBob episode. That's gonna be a little rough on my part because I have to get every single episode title, plop it into here, and then, record it. But it's gonna turn out good. I hope it turns out good. I hope you guys also like that too. Anyways, let's get into this because there's not that much. There's 9 in total. So just get on with this real quick. Jurassic Park immediately peak. That's not a question. Revolutionized, with its use of CGI, making CGI monsters, and also just the animatronics that built. Biggest example of that being the T-Rex that they built for the breakout scene when it was eating the tire of the car. This also introduced us to our main live characters and made us fall in love with them, which then we see those same characters throughout Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, and then eventually back in Dominion. So, all in all, it's amazing. It's amazing. I actually do want to point out, because I forgot to say this, meh is instead of it's not, it's bad, I'm never gonna watch this. It's good. Am I gonna watch it willingly? No. But it's still really good, and it's definitely worth a watch. Which I highly doubt anything's going in there, because I have high opinions on all of these. This is just basically a empty ghost category. Anyways, let's get into Lost World. Lost World, I'm putting in great. It's not better than Jurassic Park, of course. It's the first film. Made all of these, But, hear me out. Some people will say it should be in peak. I don't blame you. This movie has a lot of good things going for it, like the T-Rex that got on to shore in San Diego, causing all the ruckus and all that. Gave us new species like Stegosauruses, had the baby T-Rex. That was a cool thing. Showed us that, actual babies. We learned that these animals could breed and have offspring in Jurassic Park when Sam Neill's character stumbled upon them while they were roaming in the wilderness. But in this version, in Lost World, we actually see those babies come to life as the baby T-Rex, which is really, really cool. The whole plot I like a lot, with the whole InGen is getting rebooted, and we're gonna go to Isla Sorna, the second island, the testing facility, get these dinosaurs, bring them to San Diego, and have a Jurassic Park on mainland. That's a cool concept. But in my opinion, it's not the best of the best. Right? Of course, this is my opinion. Yours could differ. Your opinion, Lost World could be up here in peak. But in my opinion, it's top of great. It's pretty good. It's really good. I would love to watch Lost World. So, yeah, it's just there. Anyways, Jurassic Park 3. This is gonna be controversial. I think Jurassic Park 3 is better than Lost World. This movie, even though, if you look at all the facts that happened, all the horrible screen ratings, how there's so many problems going through with all of this information, with all the, the film itself, the script, everything, all that, stuff. It was horrible. It looked horrible on, pen and paper, literally pen and paper. But when you watch it, it's really fun. It's a fun movie. I liked it. It brought back 2 characters, that being Alan and Ellie, which Lost World only had Ian and a bunch of new characters. So we haven't technically seen Ellie and Alan since Jurassic Park, so that's 2 movies ago. And to see them here with major roles, it's pretty good. Uh, we learned that about more and the more research areas that is on Isla Sorna. We learned of the monstrosity that is a Spinosaurus, the heartbreak of a T-Rex getting killed on screen, breaking all of our hearts. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest controversies around this movie and why people will say it's in that category. Personally, I don't care about that. Spinosaurus is amazing. T-Rex is amazing. That fight was cool. And just all the screen time the Spinosaurus had, that was cool. And it deserves to be here. Like, Lost World, that was interesting. I had, of course, like, so many different species. Of, like, new species that we haven't seen before. But, like, Jurassic Park 3 basically just did it better. Gave us a better antagonist that literally proves it's better than the last 2. It's given us the pterodons, which is going to be a pivotal point in the next film, in Jurassic World. And, what other movie that was, like, a big thing? I think it was just Jurassic World that was, like, a really big thing with the Dimorphodon outbreak and the pterosaur outbreak after, Masrani's, copter came crashing into the aviary after the Indom chase. So, I'm saying Jurassic Park 3 deserves to be right here. You can argue with me all you want in the comments. Listen, keep arguing. I don't care. Anyways, Jurassic World. This was interesting. This is my first movie I've seen in theaters for Jurassics. And I'm saying, it's peak. I'm sorry, it's peak. This is peak. Owen Grady, Claire, the 2 kids, bringing back the kids from, like, the kid example from the first movie. It's amazing. Like, what else can I say? It's just so good. The Indominus, our learning of hybrids. That's so interesting. We have Doctor Wu return, which is insane, which then he becomes a pivotal character in Fallen Kingdom, Dominion, technically Rebirth, and Chaos Theory and Camp Cretaceous. If you watch those, you'd know, because Chaos Theory, we learn about some interesting things, which I'll get to later, and Camp Cretaceous, same thing. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. Jurassic World has so much things going for it. The Raptor Squad, Blue Echo, Delta Charlie, Indominus basically being part Raptor. That whole scene with them where we think these Raptors are gonna gang up on the Indom, and it just starts communicating with them, and they turn around and they start attacking, and we have, what's it called? Owen say that thing's part Raptor. Like, could it get any better than that? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Also, like, this movie with the Dimorphodons and all that, and also just where it is, back on Isla Nublar, a actual functional Jurassic Park, what the Jurassic Park was supposed to be, and is now new and improved, refreshed into Jurassic World. We got what this park should have been in this movie, because of there was no Dennis Nedry's to sabotage it, which was actually amazing to see until it wasn't, and everything went downhill in the span of like 4 hours, which is impressive. Anyways, let's go on to Fallen Kingdom, which is next, which was amazing. Do I have to explain? Watching the island we saw explode, and dinosaurs running everywhere. The Carnotaurus, first this Sinoceratops. It was a Sinoceratops, I'm pretty sure. That was insane. And T-Rex coming out of nowhere, putting it in place, like in the image, as you can kind of see. T-Rex holding it down. Everyone else like getting scared, and the villain, why am I blanking on the villain? I'm actually curious. Villain. Give me a second. Villain of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I know who it is. Eli Mills. Yeah, Eli Mills. This you probably know who Eli Mills is. This guy. You know who he is. Eli Mills. Gotta love him. He was actually cool. He was a good, what's to say, villain you never expected. Because at first it seems like he actually cared about these dinosaurs. And then we later get to see, oh, he's gonna auction these dinosaurs off to rich people and make tons and tons of money off of it. Crazy. Fallen Kingdom also brings back Wu and creates another creation, that being the Indoraptor. You saw him when I showed you Eli Mills. This thing was insane. Like, just a smaller, more dangerous Indominus Rex. That's crazy. The whole fight scene with that thing breaking out, eating the hunter guy, literally like playing with him too, smiling at it, and then smiling at him, and then eating him, and then of course him going after Maisie, if I remember correctly. Yeah, him going after Maisie and literally staring, like creepily reaching his claw out to her. That was something. This movie was just amazing. And we also go back to the island. They get the Indominus piece of its spine, its rib cage, if I remember correctly, from the intro of the movie, which was absurdly cool. We also then see the guy running from the T-Rex, and the T-Rex eating him, well, like trying to eat him off the ladder, which we do see in Camp Cretaceous in later seasons, which was actually really cool that they did that. How it's like a cool connection to this and Fallen Kingdom. I'm not going to get to the shows yet. I'm just going to finish the movies and then get to the shows, because the show's going to be a little bit longer. Anyways, what's we got? We got, not Rebirth. This is Rebirth. This is Dominion. Dominion. It's good. I like Dominion. Dominion was unique. It brought back every character from Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, brought them into one, and had them all come together and like fight their own battles. I guess Ellie was fighting the locusts, right, to stop like Manticore from basically forcing farmers to use the Manticore crops and not other companies, and saving the other companies from losing money and going out of business because of it. And then we had everyone else. Then we had actually Owen and Claire, who were going for Maisie, which she was stolen to try to perfect a DNA strand. I don't remember the reason why they kidnapped Maisie. Oh, it was because she was a perfect clone of her mother. I don't know why they wanted her. I don't remember at all. I don't even remember if they said in the movie. I could be wrong. If I am, comment it if you would so kindly, because I would love to actually know this, because I'm way too lazy to look it up, even though I did just look up the villain of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, because I didn't want to look like a goob. Anyways, this movie was good. Would I watch it? Like, out of every other movie, out of all the multiple series of both shows, seasons of both shows, would I watch Dominion over all of that? No. But Dominion is a good watch. I think Dominion gets boosted. Actually, I think Dominion gets boosted to low grade tier mainly because of Chaos Theory. Chaos Theory helped tie in all those plot points to make Dominion come together and feel more like alive and have more of a personality. With Chaos Theory, this movie is like 10 times better. Normally it's a good tier. With Chaos Theory, it's a It's 100% low grade tier. Rebirth. This is gonna be a crowd upsetter right now because I think a lot of people didn't like Rebirth because of its simple concept. I liked Rebirth a lot. I'm sorry, it's not every day that we get a new Jurassic World movie, especially after the fact that we think Dominion was the last one. We all thought that the last Jurassic content we were getting was gonna be Camp Cretaceous, of course, and Chaos Theory. But getting a whole new movie, whole new cast, going to Isla de St. Hubert, which is insane, and seeing these mutated creatures and what could have been, or like their experiments of making perfect hybrids, basically. If I remember correctly, that's technically what they are, right? I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they should have been, or what they were trying to do. But this movie, it's amazing. It's incredible. They could have used more of the D-Rex, but I'm glad that they're saving it for the next movie to give it more of a highlight. Because I would assume D-Rex is not going to be a one-film thing. I 100% assume they're going to have to go back to Isla St. Hubert for something, and it's most likely going to be D-Rex. And, come on. Godzilla creature-looking thing. This thing has gorilla hands. Like, we have a better look at it in Jurassic World, what was it? Jurassic World Evolution 3. Yeah, the DLC for that, D-Rex. Like, look at this thing. Come on. This thing is terrifying. I highly doubt that this thing's gonna be a one-time occurrence. Like, come on. I know for a fact he's gonna be used for something more in later films. I'm not assuming it's gonna be a one-time scenario. Highly doubt that. Anyways, let's just keep rolling. We have, yeah, let's do Camp Cretaceous first because it technically came first in order. Camp Cretaceous happens before the events of Jurassic World by like how long? Was it just a couple hours? I think it was just a couple hours, I think. Camp Cretaceous is really fun. It like explains and shows the aftermath of what happened after the events of Jurassic World, and also shows the like what else happened from not our main cast's like vision. So throughout Jurassic World we're seeing it from our main cast, but with Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous we see it from the Nublar 6's perspective, which gives us more insight on what the Indominus was doing while it was traveling through like the restricted area and everywhere else, which was pretty cool. And we saw like the Carnotaurus scene where it breaks out the Carnotaurus and just lets it have like go on rampage, which then gets later named Toro, if I remember correctly. It is Toro, right? Toro. Jurassic World. Yeah, Toro. Which is really cool. And later seasons, it's just good. It gets better and better. Because after season 1, it becomes more of the we have to survive for our lives, instead of like season 1 is like everything is going completely downhill. We have to figure out a way to survive and stick together. After that, season 2 and on is like we have to stick together, figure out how to survive, and leave this island, which is cool. That's really cool. And also when it shows us that Sammy's a spy, spoilers, my bad, but also this show's been out for how long now? Multiple years. That's, that. And then Kenji's dad is like a rival company for what's his face, from like InGen and all that, which is so, which also in that we see the original Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3 being mind controlled and all that. And we also learn of Big Edie, Little Edie. We also learn of, what was the other one? What? There was another one. It was the Sinocer... Sinoceratops. Yeah, Sinoceratops. The Spinosaurus and Sinoceratops. Wait a minute. Sinoceratops. Sinoceratops is the normal version, the non-hybrid. Is it Spinoceratops? I think it might be Spinoceratops. It is. Spinoceratops is the fusion of the Spinosaurus and a Sinoceratops. These are the babies from the movie Angel and I know it's Angel and I forget what the other one is called. I can't remember. I don't know why I'm blanking. I know one of them's called Angel. I completely forget what the other one is, but that's cool. We see more hybrids. Also, Camp Cretaceous gives us more insight on Dr. Wu's work by giving us the Scorpius Rex. We all know the Scorpius Rex. That's Dr. Wu's first hybrid. So technically, in order it goes Scorpius Rex, the non-full and messed up hybrid that's not fully like completed and is basically a genetic mishap and mistake, which then gets cryo frozen, which then later on unfreezes. But also then after that, with the research Dr. Wu gained from that, made the Indominus Rex, and then later on made the Indoraptor, and technically had a part in making Isla St. Hubert's mutants, that being the Mutodons and the D-Rex, and potentially all the other creatures like the Spinosauruses and the Titanosauruses, if I remember correctly. So Jurassic World, Camp Cretaceous, it's good. It's peak. It's generally peak. Now, Chaos Theory. This is where it gets in. Interesting, you know. After this series ends, right? A couple years later, after the events of Lockwood's Manor and Old Dinosaurs Escape, this is basically the very aftermath. Probably a couple months, maybe a year after. I don't remember exactly how long it is, but it's not that far after the events of Lockwood Manor, and also happens not too long before the events of Dominion in the first season. We see more characters from what's it called? Dominion, like the white coat lady, who's like one of the main antagonists during the chase sequence, and the person who's using the Trosiraptors. We see the Trosiraptor handler, the person who normally handles the main Trosiraptors, that being Red, Ghost, Panther, Tiger, I think. I'm pretty sure that's all four of them. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's all four of them. And then later on, shows us more information, shows us all the cast just grown up, and like what's happening in the world. Shows us the events, like different events of Dominion from other perspectives, which is also actually really interesting because we see more of the chaos of the dinosaurs trying to scurry into the middle area where they have to kind of chill out so that the fire can, recede from the locusts. I like to see in this in the show that it shows more of Doctor Wu fully changing into his more like wanting to fully be done with his work and stop the work with the locusts and all that, which we also see during Dominion. It also gives us fitting end and another looking at another visual on Lewis Dotson's death. What's his face? Des Nedry's employer, which then caused the events of Jurassic Park to happen, and fitting death, that being him dying to Dilophosaurus. I like to see that in the movie, in the movie, we see that he dies to Dilophosaurus, right? After he gets on the train, like the underground subway system thing. And in Chaos Theory, we see the same Dilophosaurus running, I think, in the direction of him or coming after attacking him. I could be wrong, but I think it's going towards him, which also shows a fitting ends and a better connection. Like, yo, where these Dilophosaurus just spawn out from randomly. And then this show fully gives us a better detailed explanation about where they came from. So I'm putting in peak. This is the list, and like, yeah, yeah, it's good. It's a good list, but also like, I think it could be better. I think every Jurassic thing is good, no matter how bad or good it really is. I still think Lost World and Dominion aren't the hardest hitters in the franchise, but they're still fun. They have dinosaurs, they're cool, they have dinosaur fight scenes in some of them, and it's just fun watches. It's all the Jurassic films are just amazing. If you haven't really seen any of them, or like, just watch them. I'm telling you, they're on Netflix. If you have Netflix, watch them. Every single, every single movie from Jurassic Park all the way to I think the most recent one being Rebirth, and plus all the seasons of Chaos Theory and Camp Cretaceous are on Netflix. This isn't like a collab. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is not me advertising from them. I'm just saying, hey, if you haven't watched them or you want to rewatch them, I that's the only place I know that has all of them, and also because these two series are only Netflix exclusives. So, um, I'm not trying to promote this in any way to, do that, or just like not trying to promote Netflix, but it's also popular enough it doesn't need promoting. Like everyone who knows who Netflix is. But still, this is my list. I know people probably say, it's not a good list, but also this is my opinion. You can share yours in the comments if you want, but thank you for watching and coming this far into this almost 30-minute video. Uh, you know, just thanks once again for coming this far, actually watching the full thing. If you just skim through it, good job. I guess, but because I took a very long time explaining each one, but I don't blame you. If you liked it, subscribe. Maybe check out the SpongeBob series. I'm pretty sure that should be up on the screen right about now. If later me decides to do that. If not, I'm a chud and just look at my channel and check that out. Anyways, if you want, subscribe. There's probably gonna be more of this type of content soon. But thank you for watching again, and have a good rest of your day or night.